Well, hello there, and welcome back to another stream. Why is it a black screen? What's going on here? There we go. There we go. How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to another stream. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Lobak, Aces Wolf, and Floki. Welcome. Milosh, how you doing today? Okay, so I'm gonna create a new atmosphere even, a new character even. I read your message as I was speaking out loud. Welcome, Rue? We'll go with Rue. Welcome. Yeah, it is a nice atmosphere. We're gonna be creating a new character. Imperial, of course. Chillin'. Nice. Nice. We are going to be playing the Sith Inquisitor story, but we're going to choose the Sentinel playstyle. So that's what we're testing out today. You haven't been on the PTS yet? Well, now's your chance to check it out. Now's your chance. Been to the gym with your girl? Awesome, man. Awesome. Wait, can we actually choose to... Oh, yeah, we'll be able to choose the spec. We'll be able to choose the spec. Oh, it's KOTOR music in the background. It's amazing. Imp always. Ah, you know it. You know it. So there are some new customization options in some of the species. Some of the species. I want to go body type 2. Or do I want to go body type 3? God, that looks really buff now. Body type 3 looks really big and buff. Have they changed that? Is body type 3 bigger now? It looks really big. Let's be a body type 3 female Twi'lek. It looks intimidating as hell. What are you so shocked at, Aces Wolf? Complexion. Need an evil looking complexion to some extent here.
You can waste time with your friends when your chores are done. Now, come on, get to it.
Thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rocking those. It's the angle. Hey. Looks tight. Yeah, man. This look good. I always go green eyes. They look more yellow. I need a green. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I need to change the skin color though. What skin color should we be? I'm thinking blue. Oh, that looks really nice. Should we go for the blue? Graphics update, definitely. There's been a lot of visual updates. Actually, Type 3 doesn't look thick anymore, but buff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Milosh. Hey, Be Ironic, welcome back. How you doing, how you doing, how you doing? I'm doing well. We are creating a new character on the PTS. Do we go dark blue, though, or light blue? I really like the light blue. I'm gonna keep the light blue. Okay, there's no new headbands, I don't think. Not from the looks of things. That one looks pretty basic, we could go with that. Or we could go with none. I kinda like that one. I'm a new player. Sometimes missions seem overwhelming, like the amount of side missions to keep track of. Any help with finding a way to enjoy the game, and also any tips? And would you suggest this to new players? Okay, so in terms of like having too many quests to do, first and foremost, the main quest line for the game, like your main story arc, which is generally the purple missions that you track on your map, you can commit to doing just those, and those alone, throughout your leveling experience. And then beyond that, you should figure out which quests you actually want to do. So all of the side quests and all of the planetary arc quests are all side stuff, you know? You don't have to do that stuff. But if you're interested in the story on Tatooine, you could stay there a bit longer and do some of the other stuff there. Yeah, this is definitely a great game for new players. Yeah, you don't have to do all the side quests. They really are optional. Don't feel like you have to do every quest that you see. You know, like if you have time, then sure, go for it. Or if you're being a completionist, then, you know, sure, go for it. But you don't have to. So feel free to abandon some of those or just untrack them and come back to them at another time. I'm pretty happy with the way she looks, I'm not gonna lie. Oh! Nice. Have we had that before? This looks new. Or it looks like it maybe wasn't meant to be on this tweet. I don't know. That's not new, right? Yeah, what Milosh said is a good thing to stick with. Let me get a close-up here. That is really nice, I like this. Yeah, there are some hidden gems sometimes. But the beauty of this game is that you can play through it more than once. So, you know, the first time through you can take it at your own pace, and then the second time through you can do some of the other stuff. You keep finding yourself restarting over and over. That's not brilliant. Who should we name this character? We'll call it Aces Milosh, because you are the two members in the chat right now. Yeah, Rocky, I mean, if you're not settling into the class or the story, then, you know, starting over again with a new one isn't a terrible idea. Yeah, that's weird. They should totally have eyebrows. It's fun. Yeah, what Milosh said is truth.
I hope you don't think you're special.
Hell yeah, Bet Rogers. You're gonna like the Imperial Agent.
Or if you somehow got the idea you didn't
You're damn
need
right,
to
it's
pass
you.
your trials to become Sith. Lord Zash has tasked me with sorting through you refuse to find one worthy of being her apprentice, and I intend to do just that.
Give us a chance. We can prove ourselves.
We'll just see about that. Now the rest of you
Welcome to Space Egypt.
Get going while I bring
That's pretty
our
accurate.
latecomer up to speed.
It's our child. She is growing up so fast already at the academy. That's brilliant, Herses Wolf. Fanfic incoming.
I'll attack from the front, you take him from behind, and we'll
With this anniversary, it dawned on me how long I've been playing and how life went on with the game all this time. 10 years have passed just from a single
Now,
game.
slave,
That's really something. You're damn right, dude.
There's a hermit
Damn
named
right.
Spindrol who lives in the tomb of a Junta Paul
You
in
know,
the Valley
I started
of the
playing this
Dark
game
Lords.
around the time I turned
Spindrol's a
16.
lunatic, but Lord Zash sees him as some kind of
And I'm
prophet.
26 now.
Once you find
Like,
him, he will test you.
what happened? I'm balding. I've got a beard. What's happening to me? Is this real?
I'll do
Help.
my best to please Spindrel and accomplish this trial.
But there, you know your task. Spindrol lives in the tomb of a Junta Paul in the
First class
Valley of the
playthrough?
Dark Lords. Don't keep Spindrol waiting.
Any of the Force classes are a good option. For a new player. Yeah, I'm really liking this character model. So it's very similar to that newer character that they added with the recent expansions. What's her name? Is it Tau Adair? Something like that? I really like that model. This looks nice. Okay. Good old restarteroo. Okay, hopefully we're good. Yeah, I'm a bit unsure what happened there. I think, continue. I think the connection dropped. Or something. It must have been Rivix. God damn, that Rivix guy. I knew he looked sus. Did anyone else? Sorry, so put an expansion for it to be delayed as well. Yeah, you're not the only one. Definitely not the only one. Did PCS just go down? Or was that just a stream? Because it's not logging in now. The login service is currently unavailable. It says, are you lying to me? You guys have just got a black screen. There you go. You can see now. I don't really know what it's doing. It's like crashed or something. There are no items available. Interesting. Press play. Play? Can't press play. Okay then. That's awesome, Bioronic. Okay, I'm a little bit unsure what's going on with the PTS here. It was Zion Cage. It's Tuesday night. Steam goes down. Steam goes down on a Tuesday night? Okay, I restarted it again. Keeping my eye on the OBS side of things. Badass as Wolf. Damn. That's insane, man. Okay, so OBS is giving you guys black screen again. Okay, that's why. I didn't select the game. Dear me. Oh. Oh, oh. Are we good? Are we good? Alright, hopefully we're good now. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was doing stuff, god damn it. Jesus Christ. Oh, really? Really? It crashed. Are you jerking? Come on. The game legitimately just crashed. Ooh. I should show you guys something. That's not it. Look at what I was able to do on the PTS. Imagine if your character screen actually looked like this. Okay, don't take this. Alright, this isn't real. This is a bug. Alright, what you see on screen right now is a bug. It's not real. Okay? But it's cool. Just imagine if we actually had this. Look at this. Look at this. How much better does this look? Does anybody else agree? Look at that. I know it looks a bit broken, but just look at it. Look at that. It looks so much better. And look at this. Look at the trooper, man. Imagine your character select screen looking like this. It'd feel awesome. You know, maybe zoomed in a little bit. You know, like this. You know, but that's cool. It's really cool. Look at this one for the Jedi Knight. And a scoundrel. Yeah, look at the smuggler. Look at how awesome that is. There is no way that you can tell me that you do not like the look of this. Oh no, we're losing bitrate again. We're losing bitrate. Okay, I think it's balanced out now. Alright, so that's the smuggler. This is the Inquisitor. Exactly, Rue. Showcasing your outfits, it's all that is important. This is the one for the warrior. Damn, Ace's Wolf. That's crazy, that's a massive bust. Yeah, I thought these were pretty cool. I figured I would take screenshots and show you guys. I thought you might like them. Okay, let's try and log back into the PTS. Okay. It's not working. God damn it. Okay, I managed to get the speed test. Speed test. Sorry, it looks like the internet speed is... what was it? High demand or something? Can you guys see this? Yeah. Check this out. Let's see if it's bad. What's going on? That's pretty bad ping. But look. What's going on here? Look at that. Look at that. How are we struggling to stream? What is happening? Damn. Look at that. Amazing internet. No worries, this is Wolf. Alright, one last try. It's PTS. Is the PTS down? I'm gonna cry if it's actually down now. Like, that kind of sucks. Is it working? Why is your ping 90? I don't know, man. Do you know, to be fair, Corpse Finder, I downloaded it off the website way back when, many years ago. And I had nothing but problems. And then when I came to Steam, everything was fixed. Until now. Yeah, I know my ping should be single digits. I'm sorry for Kaka, the game keeps crashing. I'm sorry. That's funny. Okay, apply. 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 Alright, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted those keybinds. That's all I wanted. Hey, what's up, Conrad? You can mute the pop-up, that is true. You can do that. Alright, so new character. We've made a Sith Inquisitor story, but we are the Sentinel class, yeah? Never thought you'd see that. A Sentinel on Korriban right now. Eh? 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 No lightsabers though, unfortunately. Alright, let's go. Should we do training in the Force now? We don't really need to, do we? We're good. Where's my cooldown timers, please? Was catching for some reason. Yeah, Corpse Finder. Somebody mentioned that earlier. I actually had no idea that Steam did that. Fair enough for Kaka. I'm sorry if it inconvenienced you, man. Alright, level 2 Sentinel on Korriban. Yeah. No. No, Serverlag 10,000. It's over 9,000. Lower the bitrate? We shouldn't need to lower a bitrate. I can't believe it just crashed again. That is such a pain. Okay, display capture momentarily. Ah, no, my desktop. Exposed. Do. I can use Jedi abilities, yes. Oh, is it now, Milosh? It must be talking about you. Ah, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Like I said, a bitrate is lowered. No, don't tell Mom. You're probably right, be ironic. Knowing my luck, it would be something supernatural. Alright. Cool. Take us into the game. Let's go. Alright. Cool. Now we get to play for another 5 minutes. We have to speak to Spindrill. We're about to get the awesome Sith code. You've got the 3-month membership? Awesome.
Ah, an alien acolyte. Unusual, but not unexpected. The Sith are not friendly to your kind. But that will be an advantage, I think. You are here for your trial, yes? Learn the ways of the Sith from a doddering old man.
You thinking the game on Steam is slower?
Hopefully
It could be.
return to your master with the mark of my approval.
The sooner we get this done, the better.
Don't worry. I wouldn't dare rob you of your precious time. But before I answer either way, you must pass a trial of blood. Survive, and I will teach you what I know.
That would be pretty cool, to be fair. Let's get him. Well, it was real difficult.
Excellent. These former acolytes wanted nothing more than to earn their second chance for glory by killing you and taking your place. But your desire proved stronger, and their blood became the mantle of your victory. Well done. But you are not Sith yet. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength, power. Through power, victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. This is the Sith Code. Commit it to your heart, and you will have the strength to crush your enemies. Do you understand?
Of course. I was born to be Sith.
Good. Then go. Return to Harkon and nurture your hatred for him. And use your fear of him to grow stronger. He may raise his fist to strike, but it is Lord Zash who determines where the blow will land.
And what if she tells him to strike me?
If you do not already know the answer to that question, then you are not worthy of being Sith. Now, go. Leave me to my
Shocking.
rest.
Spindrill was a savage. Arnis, thanks for the sub. Thank you, thank you. And welcome. It makes it seem as though you have more inventory space. Do you? I'm unsure. Oh, wrong one. No worries, be ironic. Have a good night. Take care, take care. This update is coming out on February 15th. Day after Valentine's Day. You know what? I'm low-key excited for it to come out. I don't know why. I mean, definitely for the story. Sounds like a fun time coming up. It's really weird running around as a Jedi Sentinel. Yeah, Conrad.
Always the latecomer. Now we can see what the
That's fine.
thinks of you,
When the
slide.
PTS goes offline, that's kind of a good thing, because it means that they're making progress with something.
Step forward.
You know, it means something changed.
Yes, Overseer.
You are a weak, pathetic,
So we should take that as a good sign.
and even a lunatic
When it
like
happens.
Spindrel can see this. And that means
Get fraud.
meet our newcomer, Von Alt. This is real Sith strength, and he will tear you apart and crush your bones, slaves. Look on
Damn,
me.
this is rough.
No connection
Feel for you,
left
man.
in the world, but pure Sith blood. This is Lord Zash's future apprentice, not filth like you.
We'll see how tough he is out in the tombs. Alone. With just me and my blade for company.
Step this way, slave. I want to speak to you privately.
It doesn't close the window?
The rest of you get out of here. You know your trials.
I'm gonna test out.
You too, Fawn. Spindrel awaits. Now, listen to me. Spindrel is a lunatic. His approval means nothing. You are filth, and you will die. Is that clear?
You
Wow.
think you scare me?
You're nothing, and don't forget it. Now, your second trial. Lord
I
Zash
believe
has requested a
tacticals
special
are staying the
trial
same.
for you, which you will no doubt fail. Go to Inquisitor Zinn in the jails. He will fill you in on the details, and most likely hasten
They're
your
probably
demise.
gonna add new tacticals as well.
I'll be there in but a moment.
I would
don't want to see
imagine.
you again until you're back from the jails. That's all.
Yeah, you can use C for your inventory now. Yeah, you're right. I doesn't close it. That's annoying. You can press escape to close it though. But yeah, pressing C would also work. There we go. Got some robes on now. Looking a little bit more Sith-like. We need to go find our trainer soon as well. Inquisitor's in.
Acolyte, you've arrived. And not a moment. And I...
Victor.
This
Let's shock this guy.
Scream, weakling. I want to hear your suffering.
Please, don't do that again. I'll do anything.
Yeah, they're not going to be messed with, I don't think.
What shouldn't I do again? This?
Stop! Please! Alright, I'll talk. You'll kill me, but I'll talk. The murderer is an apprentice named Esor Kayan. You have to protect me, or he'll kill me.
That's not my problem.
No, that's how it always is, isn't it? It's not anyone's problem until there's a lightsaber at your throat. Maybe if I'm lucky, Kain will put me out quickly.
You don't have to tell me. I heard the name loud and clear, though I sorely wish I hadn't. Esor Kayan. But it...
What do you...
No, it...
If you don't...
Can I...
So you...
And...
Do I have...
You and I...
Yeah, I've done that before now, Conrad. We've all done that.
Here to browse our inventory. Thank you for your
I've modelled characters after Darth Maul, Jacer, Ahsoka if we're going that far. Don't we all have an Ahsoka character though? Don't lie to me.
At last, a worthy disciple.
Really? I didn't learn anything apparently.
Be gone.
Okay. Oh, I've got abilities here. Hello. Hey, Zappy. That's a lot of MMOs that you want to play, my guy. All good MMOs as well. Guild Wars 2 from experience has always been a very fun game. And I'm always excited to go back and play that game. I haven't been back on in a while though.
Well, well, well. I had been looking forward to all pay none. You can't. You're for yes, no. You will.
We can power through this. Okay, we got one lightsaber. Okay, it wasn't a lightsaber. Just a new training saber. A Darth Talon instead, that's just as good. Jedi Academy vibes, love it. Love it. Let's use that XP boost, what are we doing?
A word of advice. Don't enter the tombs alone. Travel in numbers. Take plenty of weapons.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
You survived them. They can't be that bad.
Some say the madman in the tomb of Agenta Paul will kill you before the rest does.
Don't listen to this coward. We're here to prove ourselves, aren't we?
Go ahead. Ignore me. There'll be more to take your place.
Hell yeah, Christopher.
Please use all products only as intended.
Right now we're doing a Sith Inquisitor, but a Jedi Sentinel. Pretty crazy. It's cray cray. Hell yes, Harry boy. You know, a Sith pureblood female, body type 3, is going to look really good now. Since they've changed it, it's going to look really good. Does that mean you're just an operative wearing bounty hunter gear? Okay, so don't confuse gear with your class, because gear is basically universal unless you are max level and are looking for something very specific. So gear is universal, basically. You know, it's the best way to look at it. It's the simplest way to look at it. But let's say on your existing characters, they are all what they are, right? So if you have a power tech currently, when the expansion comes, you'll log in and you'll be a power tech. However, you will be given the option to change that. You can change your primary combat style to whatever you like, and then you can then add a secondary combat style to whatever you like. And then at any moment in time, you can switch between the two classes. On screen, you can see it here. I have Sentinel available to me here. And then on the right, I can choose another one, but I haven't done it yet. I could do it anytime, I just haven't bothered to do it. But this is where you would swap. So you choose your story separate from your combat style now. So if you choose to play as a Jedi Sentinel, like me right now, you will still be limited to using your 2 lightsabers. You can't just go ahead and use whatever you want. It doesn't work that way. Hopefully that answers your question. Hell yes, Conrad. Yeah, Harry boy. I would like some Sith Memorial armor. I mean, that'd look pretty cool. Saucer is good. Ah, yeah. No cooldown on Force Lightning is amazing. You think you get it? No problem. Level 5 already. Didn't take long. Level 6 already. Didn't take long. It's going to suck for the species creation when there's no background. How do you mean?
Let's see. Just open, damn it.
You gotta switch outside. You have to switch outside of combat, I'm afraid. So you can only ever be one class at any time. I understand that the confusion comes from believing that you're going to be able to play 2 classes at once, and that is not the case. you can only play one class at any given time, depending on the class that you have chosen or currently selected out of the two that you previously chose. So, that's it. Yes, if you're currently playing as a Sentinel, you only get Sentinel abilities. If you switch to Mercenary later on, then you only get Mercenary abilities. For example. Return to Hope, see Arkan. Cool. Quick travel. They have been taking some abilities away, yes, this is true. Or a little bit more accurately, to some extent, is they've made you choose between some abilities, I think. Wait, no, that's not true. That's not accurate. They have just taken abilities out. I remember now. Yeah. Yeah, they've just taken some abilities away.
You better not be. Yes, let. I know. You know, but do not.
I'll be back. Collect the anti-chamber tablet. If you have a full set of gear on Guardian and you switch to Sage, does that change the gear as well? Okay, so that is a good question. I will answer that for you, Wargames. So, the best way for me to explain this is to actually show you. So I'll log into this character. Harry boy, that would be awesome. Many years ago, I made a video, and in the video, I actually changed the user interface colors. It looks really cool. They should have done it. Okay. So, right now, this is the gear that I'm wearing. Yeah. Now, if I go to my combat style, I'm currently playing as Assassin, and I switch to Juggernaut, boom, Juggernaut, and go back to my gear tab, I'll still be wearing all of the gear that I had equipped already, except anything that is unusable by the class will be automatically removed. So the double-bladed lightsaber was taken away, and some of the armor was taken away because it requires a certain type of class. Now, the way you get around this is you create a loadout. Now, on this tab, loadouts, you would just click create loadout while in the current setup that you want to save, and that would be the best way for you to swap while wearing different sets of gear. I hope that makes sense for you. So if you do it without a loadout, you won't swap any gear, and if anything, it will be inconvenient because you'll lose your weapon and other things. But if you create a loadout instead, it will work much better. So, note to self, when the expansion does come out and you want to swap between anything, whether it be gear or class, then do it through your loadouts. Always create a custom loadout. That way you can come back to it without any inconvenience, any hassle, and certainly without having to reallocate any of your ability bars at the bottom. Because when you do swap, as you can see at the bottom, it will totally mess up your abilities. Where you place them will no longer be where you place them, sort of thing. However, in loadouts, if you save your loadout, it will also save the place of your abilities. I'm not sure if that's working correctly right now, but that's meant to be how it works. And no problem at all, Wargames. You're very welcome. I know that a lot of the stuff coming with this expansion is quite confusing, so I feel like it's a good idea to clear it up for as many people as possible. Because otherwise it's going to be quite off-putting, especially when it comes to setting your own expectations. To be fair, Conrad, I haven't really bothered with any of the Galactic seasons. I haven't really been interested by it. I was a little bit annoyed when they decided to develop a kind of battle pass for the game, not gonna lie. You know? Who asked for these things? No, but... And moving on. So I actually did go through most of these already and change them up. The gear will more than likely be the same for most classes. There is only ever going to be a slight change up. You know, a couple of years ago they removed main stat. You know, main stat used to be things like aim, cunning, but they got rid of all that and they've replaced it with mastery. And mastery is the universal main stat, and that goes hand in hand with critical rating and power. The ratio of what you want is completely up to you, but that will be universal across your entire sets of characters, with minor variances in each playstyle. So it's all going to be up to you, all going to be down to your own custom loadouts. None of them are going to be really that much different, so if you have a Marauder, you can more than likely use all of that Marauder gear on your Juggernaut. You could probably also use it on your Assassin to some extent, because we have to consider the fact that set bonuses are going to be removed. So that makes gear a little bit easier for your alts, I guess, when you don't have to worry about what set bonus is attached to it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Like, the only time your gear is really going to change up is if you're swapping from a DPS to a tank, you know. So if you're doing that, then you're definitely going to want a different set of gear and save that in your loadout. I'm not sure what they call it. I can have a quick look for you, Conrad. Let's open it up. Where's it at? I'm unsure. Unsure? That's actually kind of cool on stat change. Yeah, Wargames. Yeah, they did that a while ago, though, for the stat changes. But yeah, just once again, I know I've already said it like a million times. Your gear isn't going to change too much. If you're a DPS, then you're probably going to need, at most, 2 different sets of DPS gear. Like, at most, you know, one to consider critical hits, and another to consider alacrity, maybe. And then that'll be it. And then you could probably even use that alacrity kit or your critical kit on your healer. So that's pretty amazing, you know. But tanks are definitely going to need different gear, of course. Tanks some in-game ops solo and defeat it. How did that work? Is it a bug? Mobster, that is not a bug. It's a bit of a flaw in development. So the Assassin has been very good at soloing certain bosses because of its survivability. You see, to understand this, you have to understand the way that the Assassin works as an actual tank, because the Sith Assassin wears light armor. So where does it get its survivability from? It all comes from its defensive abilities. So, these solo encounters all come down to your cooldown management. Whereas when you're playing a Juggernaut, or a Power Tech, you do have those cooldowns, but they're just not as cool. You know what I'm saying? The Assassin has better cooldowns. So when you're a Sith assassin and you have abilities like Force Shroud, you can absolutely 110% solo certain bosses in this game, even in the hardest content. I have done it myself. It's really fun to do as well. It's basically accepted to be a mechanic at this point, especially considering the fact that most story mode raids are only going to take one tank anyways. But yeah, the assassin is just a really good tank. It's probably the best tank in class, in my opinion. Yeah, they're Naturaf. Absolutely. I'm going to show you guys an example right now. Because I don't want you guys to think that this is something that you can't even do right now. Because I assure you, like, you can. I will show you. I will show you. I'm going to log into the live server. If it works for me, anyways. I'll show you guys something. Do, do, do. Okay, so this is my Jedi Guardian. One eye on the Imperial side, waiting to get to a distance level 80 after that. It'll give you free armor and accessories. Yeah, Condrad. Okay, so this is my Jedi Guardian. And this is the gear it has. Descent of the Fearless. So this is the gear that you buy from the Imperial fleet. All of this gear is 306 max rating. And I grinded this gear out on my Juggernaut. So my Juggernaut is able to send all of its gear to my Guardian. And I can use all of my gear on my Guardian very easily. But not only can I use it on my Guardian, look at the stats. Power, crit, power. Power. These are all really high mods in stats. Some of them are best in slot. There is a couple, maybe one or two mods that are not best in slot in this scenario. But you can use these stats on almost any of your characters. You could take this set of gear and I could go and shove it on a Jedi Sorcerer right now. A Jedi Sage even. Right now. And it would do just fine. Absolutely just fine. So don't ever think that you can't do that. You know, there is no need to grind out a max set of gear on 10 different characters if you can't be asked to do it. Especially if you're not consistently playing those characters. And then we have my Sith Assassin. You know, I can send my Sith Assassin's gear, who is a tank, to almost any other tank class. And all I would need to do is just slightly change up the absorption ratio. And that's it. And any tank player is going to know how to do that. Almost all gear is universal in this game, guys. And don't forget that. The devs are trying to make this game easy. They've been trying to do that for years.
You're good to go.
There are people out there who are going to sit there for hours and go through different passing logs and tell you about how they got the best pass, which is brilliant. And that's competitive, and it's fun to do. I've done it myself, but that's not something you ever need concern yourself with unless you ever, and I mean ever, plan to do the hardest content in this game. and I iterate this point almost any time I stream, and people get caught up in this so often. You do not need, okay, and I say this with a huge exclamation mark, you do not need the best gear in this game to do story mode content or normal raids. Story mode raids bolster you regardless of your gear. So even if you go in with max gear, you would have been bolstered even if you went in with shit gear. And you're going to do almost the same. Almost the same. The only difference is going to be your skill in that class and your rotation. So don't ever get hung up on gear, what quality of gear you've got on, so long as you are doing efficiently and you've got correct gear on. You know, you're not using completely wrong gear with loads of endurance on or something. Just don't get hung up on the gear side of things too much. If you're a veteran mode raider, definitely take it a little bit more seriously. You know, your group is going to want you to take it a little bit more seriously too. But beyond that, don't worry about it. Don't sweat. Can you show yourself assassin stats? I would like to know how it works. This crazy tanking and doing ops solo, it seems crazy. For sure. Hey, what's up, Woody? I wouldn't say easy, I'd say a low barrier to entry. I don't know, man. You see, one of the things that really stressed me out, Woody, many years ago, was the fact that I knew that the content in this game could be done easily. Just there were so many people out there who were just not willing to do it with you. Like, 8 years ago, hugging on the fleet was a completely different story. Anybody who played this game 8 years ago will confirm this. People used to ask you for the achievement in almost every story mode operation. I'm not even joking. Like when Dread Fortress and Dread Palace came out in 2.x, whatever it was, people were legitimately demanding links for your achievements of story mode kills. They would not take you in unless you had done it before. So I was so stressed out because I knew that the content was easy, but people wouldn't ever take you because you'd never done it before. And it was like this never-ending circle. That's actually why we created the guild in the end. It was kind of like a Thanos moment. Like, fine, I'll do it myself. What's best for me to do here? Where can we go? Let's go to my stronghold. Hi, Zone. Happy New Year to you too, my guy. Also, yes, I knew that, Conrad. Veteran bolsters too, which kind of defeats the purpose, in my opinion. I'm sorry, what? Veteran bolsters you? Okay, guys, I haven't been raiding in 6.0, so if veteran actually does bolster you, then that is news to me, and that is bullshit. You shouldn't be bolstered in veteran mode. That's taking the piss. That's taking the piss, that is. What a joke. Do my achievements mean nothing? Do they mean nothing? Where are they at? Where are my achievements? Where are my operations? They're in here somewhere. Did I go past them? Probably went past them. Yeah, they're right here. 100% Dread Fortress completion. 100%. Since OBT? Wait, what's OBT? Thanks for the sub, Austin.
Come on, get to it.
Alright. Solo tanking. So, this is the assassin.
My skills are not needed here.
Now, as demonstrated earlier, let me go ahead and increase the scale on this so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'll just go increase the global scale like that temporarily. Character sheet. Okay, so down here, we're going to come into the defense tab. So, These are your tanking statistics. Veteran mode optic here has the veteran's edge stacks, which is in principle a bolster. Okay, I had a brief explanation of veteran's edge stacks. I'm gonna have to refresh on that at some point. All right, let me get back to these tank stats for now. Open bets. Oh, okay, fair enough, Woody. I should have figured that out. Okay, so what am I looking for? Here it is, up here. So here we can see my defense rating, 7,048. You can see my absorption rating, 1,635, and my shield rating, 4,432. Now, when it comes to tanking and adjusting your stats, regardless of what anybody tells you or insists you should do, there is only really one rule of thumb that you need to follow with your experiments with your stats. Now, obviously you need absorption rating and you need shield rating. Defense rating is going to come with almost everything. Okay, so this is the stat that you deal with last. Okay, first you want to deal with absorb and add shield. So the only one rule that you need to follow is to make sure that your shield rating is higher than your absorb rating. This is because when you take damage, the first calculation that is made is your shield rating. And then the next calculation that is made is how much damage was actually absorbed through your shield rating to an extent. So, if your shield rating is lower than your absorb rating, the chances are your shield will do fuck all. And guess what's going to happen if your shield does fuck all? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, your absorb will also do fuck all. So, rule of thumb, shield stat, always higher than absorb stat. Only rule. Only rule. Basically, you can't mess it up after that point. Now, when it comes to actually soloing some stuff, we are playing on Darth Malgus currently. We was on the PTS, but I've just logged into the live server while explaining some things and answering some questions. Feel free to fire your own question in as well. We're kind of on a roll here. Okay, yeah, so when it comes to actually soloing with the Sith Assassin, this is where it gets interesting. So as mentioned earlier, we wear light armor. Now, what this means for anybody is you're kind of squishy. You're probably going to take a lot of damage from those big hits. So, to defend against this, the assassin has an ability called Dark Ward. Now, this ability has to be used all the time. All the time. If you don't use this ability as an assassin tank, you are gonna die. At some point, somewhere, you're probably gonna die. Dark Ward is literally your bread and butter. You have it on at all times. Specifically, what it does is it gives you 15 stacks of shield chance. And every time you get hit, you'll lose a chance. So having the extra 15 chances of shield is amazing. It basically says, hey, I'm not actually wearing light armor, I'm wearing plot armor. That's the assassin in a nutshell. Now here's where it gets better. Stealth. Now, if you want to make a tank OP, you give it stealth. Also, just to point out here, the assassin and the shadow are the only tanks with stealth. Okay? The only tanks with stealth. And they are also the only tanks that can vanish out of combat. The only ones. This is another thing that makes them so amazing. Now, I'll show you one last thing, which is Force Shroud. So, the reason why assassins are able to solo bosses is because of this ability, Force Shroud. So in the description, it will tell you that it will resist 200% of tech attacks and force attacks for 5 seconds, specifically. Now, basically, in translation, what that says is you are invincible for 5 seconds. So let's say you're in Nightmare Mode Bronzes. You can solo that. Why? Because of Force Shroud. It cools down just often enough for you to use it on all of her hardest hitting attacks. And then not only that, but you can have your Force Shroud applied to you when you use your Force Cloak. So, I'm pretty sure you can see where I'm going with this. You have more than one invincible button, basically, on the Sith Assassin. And that is why it's such an amazing tank. Because if you time it correctly, you will take no damage. Ever. Tank lesson over. Also, thank you for the sub. Welcome, Marcel. What did I want to do? There was something that I wanted to do. The interface has gone really large. It's throwing me. It's throwing me. Any more questions, just fire them into the chat, folks. I'm glad you like it, Mobster. They're better sliders like they do in The Sims 3 and 4. That's such a strange suggestion, but you know what? We'll take it, man. We'll take it. Okay, I'm looking for Legacy Bay. That's what I wanted. I'm so broke. Why am I so broke in this game? What happened? I can't give anything away. I must have something. I've probably got something on Starforge. Let me check Starforge. Thanks so much for the tank description. No, it was really good. No problem, man. I actually do have a Sith Assassin Jedi Shadow tank guide on YouTube. It's pretty long, but it's worth the watch. You know? What are your suggestions about mixing classes for best gear efficiency and overall quality of life? That's a really good question. So I was actually intending on sort of covering this in a video, in an upcoming video. But to answer your question, just for one quick example that I could give you, is on my Juggernaut, this character right here. His secondary class is going to be Marauder. You know, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I can swap between playing Vengeance or playing Carnage at any moment in time, and the gear is going to be 100% the same. The only thing that will be different is what tactical I use, and that is going to be in place anyways, within loadouts. Imagine making your own face in SWTOR. That'd be pretty crazy. This is my face. This is what I look like. I look like this 1,000,000%. Tips for a Sith Marauder build and skilling. It's a pretty broad question. So if you are a new player Marauder, and the only thing you care about is how fast and how hard you can whack your opponent in the face with your lightsaber, then you should probably be playing Carnage. It might be an unpopular opinion, but Carnage is by far the most savage, most brutal, most epic sounding spec in this game for melee. It sounds amazing, It feels amazing. The animations look spot on. Really fun class. Really fun spec to play. The Marauder is a really good class to be playing for PvP. So if you've never done PvP before, then using the Marauder in PvP might be really fun for you. It could be a pretty good experience. I could maybe answer a more specific question about the Marauder. Have more than 3 devs and armors that don't cost half a paycheck. I'm sorry, Milosh, but you're asking for too much, man. What do you think this is? Christmas? I was also wondering about stacking presents by 11 companions in every class. Do you know how it exactly works? So there's characters to appear in Legacy Unlocks, like for example, I buy a level 70 token, it's easier, yeah? Presents, the stat presents directly affects your companions and how effective they are. It hasn't really been on my radar for many years. Presents used to matter, but these days, not so much. Thank you for the sub, Terrell. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I'll say this on presents. You know, you can take it, you can leave it, you can max your companion's influence, you know, and get them to be max efficiency that way. But in terms of presents, I don't think you're really gonna need to bother. There is a way. There is a way 100% to get your presence higher. I'm struggling to remember the actual mechanics. I think it had something to do with social score, I want to say. I could be wrong. But your presence stat isn't one that you're really going to need to worry about. I know that having maxed characters in your legacy will improve your presence, but I don't think it's enough to be considered a goal for you. So I would just say that if that's something that you want to do, then don't rush to it. It's just going to come with time. There are actually stims and stuff that you can get to boost your presence if you really want to. But why you would want to, I'm not really sure. Because your companion is going to be really OP when it's max level. Most of them usually are. But good question. Good question. Oh, Fury Marauder in 2016? Nice. But talk to me about Fury Marauder in 2.x. Because that was not a good time. But you're right though, it's a very good and fun spec to play, is Fury Marauder. You are correct. Okay, I do have some things here. I have the Jedi Consular Meditation Pillar, a Casual Connoisseur Armor Set, a Server Monitor, an Advanced Fuchsia War Heroes Crystal. Okay, I've got 4 items here, and let's say 10 million credits to whoever comes to me first on the fleet. Because I don't have a giveaway system set up right now. I'm currently on Starforge. Come find me. Imperial Fleet 6. First to whisper me. First to invite me to a group. Whatever it is. Come claim the quick prize. How about the operative in PvP? Is it true that it is the best? Oh dear God. I knew this question was going to come up at some point. When I tried playing with Sorcerer in PvP, I died like 5 seconds. So now I'm leveling and upgrading upwards. I'm sorry to laugh at your misfortune. Okay. Yes, true war games. What you just said is true. The operative is the most frustrating to fight against in PvP because they are such dodgy, slippery little bastards. They use their little rolling technique which dodges all damage and everything else while they're rolling. And then they've got their stealth. And then they've got the flashbang. It's crazy. It's crazy. They've got so many tools at their disposal. But the operative is a double-edged sword. It's really fun, it's really useful, and it can be a massive annoyance to almost anybody. But it's a lot more management than some of the other classes. So you're looking at using more abilities in your rotation, having to consider damage over time abilities such as corrosive dart, or any other corrosive abilities that you may or may not have. You know, there are other variables to consider. So while they are really good and really fun classes to play, I wouldn't recommend taking an operative into PvP at high level unless you were an experienced player and you were willing and have the patience to learn how to play it in PvP, because it's going to take you a little bit. But once you get there, you will be a force to be reckoned with, and if you play it properly, then you can win a lot of your objectives very easily. The operative is always like the wild card. It's a really good class, but if you mess up, somebody will make you pay for it. Hey Defcore, welcome. I think we probably will get some more graphic updates. I think they have done some fine-tuning already. From the looks of things, they've done it to aliasing. It's not evident on screen right now because I'm not currently logged into the PTS. But from my opinion of what I've seen, they have tweaked the anti-aliasing in the game, so it looks a lot sharper. The edges look a lot cleaner. The text looks a lot clearer. But other than that, there isn't anything else that's too noticeable. You got soloed the other day by an operative healer as a Jedi Guardian. Holy shit, man. Look, this ability right here, Enraged Defense. That ability is the one you should be using. If you are a Guardian or a Juggernaut, you've got this ability. It will give you 12 charges. Every time you get hit, a charge will be taken off and you're going to receive a heal. You know, this is your godsend. You should use Enraged Defense. What server are you playing right now? I'm currently playing on Darth Malgus. Hey, you hero. Welcome back, my guy. Oh no, I dropped something. No. Ugh. I got it. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm on Starforge right now. What did I say? Did I say Darth Malgus? I meant to say Starforge. I completely forgot that we were doing a giveaway right now too. Also, thank you, Mobster. I have been playing this game a very long time. Unfortunately, do you know what? No, I won't go into it. I won't go into it. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I've been playing this game a long time. I know a lot of stuff. I'm not like trying to stroke my own ego on that or anything. I'm just saying, I've played a long time. I've been around. You know, I'm a little bit out of the loop on some of the more recent stuff, but I'm pretty up to date now, I think. Yeah. I'm getting a new laptop and I don't feel like downloading it from the website onto my USB hard drive. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea, Corpse Finder. I've not heard them do graphics changes, so, but over the course of 6.x we got some areas getting better lighting and some early cutscenes having a more dynamic camera. Do you know what? While you guys are here, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to give you guys a little teaser of how to improve your performance in this game. And I've been talking about this a lot recently, and I'm starting to think that some of you don't believe me. So, I'm going to show you. Where's Alderaan? Why is Alderaan in all the wrong places? There it is. Alright. We're going to go to Alderaan. And I'm going to show you guys just how much FPS you lose on Alderaan. It's probably the worst planet for FPS drops. All my defensives was on cooldown and got chained, CC'd by him. Oh no. You see, the thing is with operatives, most people who play them have mastered the resolve bar mechanic. If you don't know what the resolve bar is, it's basically when you're in PvP or a duel, it's that white bar that fills up around your portrait. You can also see it above your head as well. It's a white bar. It will appear, and once that white bar is full, you are in a mode called white barred, and you won't be able to be stunned, knocked back, slurred, or anything. And operatives are playing you on that. If you want to see performance issues, try Crisis on Umbara. That's actually a pretty good shout. Let's go to the goddamn train, you know? Crisis on Umbara. Okay, I think we're going to have to do an Alderaan because I'm already here. But I will do it also on Umbara at some point because you have mentioned it. And I am now making a mental note of Umbara. Alright, let me just get the FPS thing up here for you guys. Do. Ooh. There a second. Go in here. Performance. Metrics. I'll just put this onto there. It's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. Okay. Alright. I'm currently in 1440p. I'll show you my settings. We're literally in ultra settings, 1440p. The only compromise we have is aliasing, because we're in 1440p, so it doesn't need to be on high. But everything else is up there. Visible character limit down. That's obvious FPS thing. And we can put that up. Don't know why that was down, but whatever. Alright. So here we are on Alderaan. Civ Assassin is by far my favourite class mobster. We're going to go down here. I know, right, Raphael? Okay, so we came down here, and what you can see is the FPS drops a lot, and if you look at the frame time is up there too. So you can see the FPS is fluctuating, going from 90s to 70s, you know, sometimes even dropping to like 60s. Frame times all over the place. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Okay. Here's the trick. Now, on this window, I'm going to hope that you guys can see what I'm doing here. So on this window, do you see this? This is the problem. So GPU utilization in Star Wars The Old Republic is fucked. Oh, it's so fucked. Your GPU doesn't know if it's going up, or if it's going down, or if it's going left, or if it's going right. So, your GPU's like, well, I don't know how fast to go. So your clock speed does the same thing. Your clock speed goes up, your clock speed goes down. Because your utilization's going up, and also going down. Guys, look at the clock speed. This is erratic behavior. For any gaming situation, your clock speed should never be behaving this way. My actual max clock speed is 2500. 2500. And it's getting nowhere near it. So, this is how we fix it. For me, I'll go into tuning. I'm going to come down here. So this is my GPU, 6800 XT. And we are going to go to a custom preset. I'm going to set these back to where they're meant to be. Now, this is what we want to be changing. This is what's most important. Minimum frequency. This will determine the slowest frequency your GPU can use while gaming. The app that I'm using, Robbie, is Radeon software. The equivalent for NVIDIA would be GeForce Experience, or the control panel. So, the fix that we're going to apply here is I'm going to put my minimum clock speed to just below my max frequency. And let's go back and look at what happens with the FPS. Just give me a moment here just so I can adjust this. Now on this side, I'm going to bring my power tuning up. That's what I always do. I always turn 0 RPM off. Okay, that fan curve is just fine, just for now, just while I show you guys this. Okay, so I pressed apply. Nothing, you know, we didn't crash or anything, so don't worry about that. I didn't damage nothing. Metrics, back into here. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is that the clock speed is now, look at it. Look at how fast it's going. It's actually going as fast as I would like it to go. So, the effect that this has on the game is that it's running better. So, we'll give it a second. It's making me look a little bad right now. Okay, it's going up a little bit. Okay, maybe this wasn't the best example. But a better way to show you would be in an instance where we're not actually limited, I guess, to some extent here. Yes, you could use MSI Afterburner. That is also an option. God damn it, I haven't got any of my normal strongholds. Let me go to this one. Okay. You're going to see a huge difference now. Okay, now we're in a stronghold. Huge difference. Massive FPS. Frame times, no problem. We can still see the stats on the screen. Now, initially, how I sort of observed this was I would use an ability like this. And if you look at the FPS counter just then as I used that ability, I'm going to do it again. There's no harsh drop. I'll do it again in a second. Okay, there was a harsh drop that time. That one doesn't fucking count, okay? I'm trying to prove a point here. See? It worked that time. Alright, my point is working. It is working. I can't queue for PvP on... Oh wait, I was on Starforge. I could have done. it would be a bad example for you to watch my FPS, to be fair. Just in general while I'm streaming, I feel like this is a bad example. I feel like the stream is affecting my display for you guys here. Okay, well, either way. Right now, this is one option you could take to improving your FPS. I have done several tests already with this. I've even already recorded some of this in instances where I believe this is improving performance, especially in high intensity situations where lots of abilities are being used at any given time. And to me, it makes sense. If you're forcing the game to run a higher clock speed, then surely it is doing something. You know what I'm saying? Surely it's working, because the utilization side of things is totally screwed. There are other ways that you can improve performance here, but they get a little bit more convoluted, and you know, you start to risk your components a little bit more. I would recommend a sorcerer for your subclass, Julian. Okay, I'll jump into a PvP game. .4v4 PvP runs good? Yeah. Hopefully it's not a long pop. Try 16 peeps up with everyone doing AoE. We should see that in a PvP match. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, this has literally got to be one of the laggiest maps ever. Ever. So this is going to be a pretty good example.
People of Quish, viewers from across the galaxy, it's time for Huntball!
Let me make this a little bit less obnoxious.
I'm your host, Baron Deathmark. Everyone knows the rules. 2 teams selected by random draw. The Frog Dogs and the Rotworms. 1 ball. Grab it, pass it, or run it. Grappling blasters can be used to climb the arena floors.
You're interested in how the clock speed will hold? I can tell you, Joey, that I've been running it that way now for nearly a month.
Of course. Cannibalism? You can be the first.
Thanks for reminding me. Hey, what's up, Shidra?
And never kick the ball.
Yeah, I've run 3D Mark Time Spy benchmarks, Heaven Unigine benchmarks. We're super stable. We just get mega power consumption. We get like 340 watts power consumption. It's pretty insane. Yeah, FPS is totally tanking. That's what you get. Oh, what happened? You reset it. You reset the ball.
Who's gonna go for it first?
I'm going for it first.
A rutworm takes the ball.
Nice. Damn it. Whoa. Man, I hate that mechanic. I hate this mechanic. I really hate it. Whoever thought of putting that in Hutball, fuck you. Like, fuck you and everything you stand for. Worst mechanic ever. Worst. If Hutball wasn't trash enough already.
The rutworms score. Neutral ball. Who's gonna go for it first?
I'm so mad about that. Oh yeah, they need to focus on optimizing PvP. Like, my PC should be crushing this. It does. Nice, nice push.
Neutral ball. Who's gonna go for it first?
That guy just pulled me up. That's like technically cheating, so I can't do that. I have to get down and go up the right way. There we go. I got up the legit way.
Neutral ball. Who's gonna go for it first?
God. I'm just gonna focus on killing people now. Oh, why would you wish for that? I know a few people that would also wish for that, to be fair. I know. I know. So, this explosion thing that happens is showing up as a debuff, right? Oh, there's the other guy scored. I didn't think they would manage it. Nice.
Frog dog interception! Rotworms are gonna be out for blood! Beautiful pass by the frog dog!
Die beneath the boots of my juggernauts.
Neutral ball! Who's gonna go for it first?
They actually are all coming for it. I have a healer with me though, nice. Oh, this Marauder came back from more. And he's dead again. Oh, that's brutal, man. That's brutal. Don't do it to yourself, man. Alright, who's got the ball? Well. That was just rude now, wasn't it? The white power? Oh. Okay. Fair enough, though.
Frog dog pass connects! Nice play!
Really?
Flawless Rotworm pass!
Nice. They're about to score.
Scoring play by the Rotworms! 1 point! Neutral ball! Who's gonna go for it first? Eye is unbeatable!
Help.
Was that supposed to be a pass? Get it together, Rotworm!
Why is there no one around? What is going on? Literally nobody down there with me.
Beautiful pass by the frog dog!
Nice. We win.
Was your favorite player mangled beyond recognition today? Order a
Have an
deluxe
MVP vote.
recording of the match and cherish those brutal moments forever.
Alright. That's our PvP test. Hey, you're not a wrong mobster. Ooh, maybe not, Conrad. You should try it. Give it a go. It would be cool. Alright, folks. That's going to be it from me for tonight. A few hours streaming. We are done. We are done. Big thank you to everybody who came out tonight. I see lots of people came out tonight for the stream, so that's always good to see. So thank you all very much, and it would be awesome to see you here again. So make sure you subscribe so that you do not miss another stream. Yeah, it's been great answering your questions. There's been some pretty good questions tonight, so thanks again for that. And you guys stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys the next time we go live. Peace out.